When you are alone, you can run fast. But when we are together, we can go distances. My government has put in place various measures to promote intergenerational equity, including reserving seats for women and the youth in both parliament and local authorities. In pursuance of the objectives of Agenda 2063, my government, through our legal frameworks, values gender equality and equity in politics. Zimbabwe is signatory to many declarations aimed at increasing women's leadership and decision-making. Under my leadership, the Second Republic has extended provisions in the Constitution which provide a quota for 60 seats set aside for women for proportional representation in Parliament. Furthermore, we have introduced the 30% women's quota at local government level.
The timing of this intergenerational dialogue is to support His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Dr. Idi Mnangagwa, and you, Honorable Vice President and the Presidium, for your call for peaceful, credible, free and fair elections. This is why we are here, so that we, the women, can find each other and do politics differently. And also to solicit for your support as we do this.
AULIN, UN Women, WILSA, the Women's Coalition of Zimbabwe, and HIVOS came together and hosted the high-level intergenerational dialogue on women's political participation. The purpose was to bring together young aspiring women candidates in politics and the seasoned women politicians to share experiences on how to participate effectively as women in the political field.
Our communities always have these gender roles that then push women back into very uncomfortable positions that ultimately make it look like they're responsible for all the ills that happen in society. But as we believe, we should all be able to enjoy the freedoms that accrue to any citizen of any country in equal measure. And therefore, this is why this meeting was able to make it very clear to everybody here and elsewhere that women are capable, that women must share in the burden of running countries, that women, at the end of the day, should be seen as role models, that even if they don't have money, they must be considered in leadership.
And when we have more women in political leadership, there will be less violence. And I think a lot of times when we think of women, we think of them as peacemakers. We involve them in peace processes, negotiation, mediation. Let's involve them in elections, not just in the peace process. They also are at the frontier of elections, voting, and leadership.
I want to be remembered as that young woman, as that politician who stood for the rights of other women, who became the voice of the voiceless. I am encouraging young women today to say it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to say, hey, I am suffocating. I need space to breathe.
So I'm here to encourage you not to look down upon yourselves. We know we have so many women out there who can make it. We are women, but we are capable of delivering.
Always keep your head high and turn a blind eye and a deaf ear on things that are negative.
Giving up is not an option. You must also continue to fight. You must also be able to be mentored, because you cannot do it alone. You also need mentorship. So it's better for you to take up the mentorship strategies and also run the race. But if you fall, you must stand up and run. I come from where I have actually done a mentorship by getting a replacement of a young woman to stand in my constituency. So it can be done. If we play together, you are my sister, I will mentor you, I will show you how to do it.
You need to be strong. Have confidence. Know where you want to go. Know what to say at the right time. You will not get lost.
I think we need to go out to the cities and our rural areas and really educate our citizens to tell them it helps and it is important to have women in leadership and it makes changes. Collaboration and networking is critically important. We cannot advocate, we cannot conduct, we can't even be vigilant to push for legislation that is still not activated or implemented, legal alone.
It is really important to also work with the media that are here present, but also to build the capacity for the journalists themselves to have gender-responsive reporting in politics. We have, in our last research of the WPP, or Women in Political Participation Barometer, only 24% of news sources on politics are coming from women. Why are journalists not interviewing women politicians? So that's where they get this. And we need to sensitize our main media counterparts in terms of gender-responsive reporting, but also preparing the women politicians on how to effectively engage with the media, that they should not be shy away from the media, but they should also know what to say and what not to say in front of the media.